Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Parks. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Little too much juice on that one from the junior. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll run it from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Reed. He's got his man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. On the return, it's Avery. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Robinson will throw. Buys a little time. Got him, and nobody's close. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Bringing it back, it's Avery. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Robinson looking to pass. Finds his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers.
Oh, look out! And it's a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Gives it to the back on the draw. He showed it all there, a little.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback adapting, trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with... First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the heat. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Reed. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Runs through a tackle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Avery. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Knocked off his feet.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And they thought about a return, then thought... Bring it out to the... Just just about set for the second half kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misconnection, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Avery. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Robinson will throw. Moving out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation.
Headed to the end zone. And he's got a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Bo.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Avery. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. A first down for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Reed. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They're trying to get to it. Pocket starts to collapse.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Avery. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The offense starts with a short field. Off-play action on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Avery. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's got his man, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Reads it, fires complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He caught it. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. On the move, it's Fields. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll... bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's looking to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The aerial assault continues. Hit as he throws. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. 1st down for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Diggs. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Buffalo.
Catch in the middle, it's Green.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Looking to throw for it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Got a little space. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out, and they wanted to prove a point. And, David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team, and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.